Hey, it's Dina Colada here, and I'm coming live from the front porch bistro at my house today. And I know my YouTube channel is all over the map for you guys, but that's the thing about being an entrepreneur is there are so many different aspects that people might not even think about that they need that can be really helpful. And today I was creating a website form for a website client, somebody I'm designing a website for. So I was going over Google Forms, and they're really helpful if you need to get information from clients. And they're also great because you can reuse them and customize them to anything that you want. So I'm going to give you the basic. I'm going to give you the basic tutorial today on how to use Google Forms. So you're going to go to docs.google.com/forms. I'm sure if you type that into search, it'll pop right up for you too. You'll need a Google account for this. And this is what the first basic form looks like. Okay, so we're going to call this Dina's form. And I'm going to show you the basic things that we can do here. So we're going to go, here's an untitled question. You can also choose if you want it to be multiple choice. Let's go ahead and do multiple choice first. What is your favorite color? So then all you do is hit enter. Oh, not enter. Okay, so we're going to say, what is your favorite color? So we're going to do the multiple choice here, and you'll click down to where it says option 1, and you can type in whatever option you want. You can add an image here if you like. I'm not going to add an image to this one. And if you hit the return button, it will take you down to the next row. Hit return again. Purple, green, and then you can also hit other, and then somebody can type in their own color if you don't have it in the multiple choice selection. All right, so to make another question below, you're going to click this plus sign. To make another question on your form, you're going to click the plus sign over on the right hand side. Okay, we're going to go and see what other options we have. There's multiple choice. We also have short answer. Let's say, what is fruit to eat? Okay, and here's another thing I want to show you. If you want this to be a required question, there is a slider down at the bottom. You can slide it over and it makes it required. The respondent has to answer the question to get to the next part of the form. So let's make that required. So we're going to click add another question. And let's see what other options we have. There's multiple choice, short answer, and paragraph. So we're going to make this a long answer paragraph text. Describe in detail your room as a child. All right, and we're going to make this required too, so we're going to use the slider down here on the bottom right hand side. And on to the next question. We're going to click the plus sign again. Let's see what other things we can have. Let's see, check boxes. What is your favorite kind of animal? Okay, what is your favorite kind of animal? What is your favorite kind of animal? Elephant, and you can hit return. It'll take you to the next row. Cat. Let's say platypus. And a llama. or you can click Other, and then people can add their own animal that they like. Let's make this one required as well. So next we're going to go and click Add Question. Let's make sure we have all of the question types chosen. We can also pick a drop-down menu, so let's try that option. How long how many years have you lived at your address? Let's put your current address. Option 1, 1 year. Click Return, you go to the next one. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm going to click Other. Let's make this one required as well. Okay, now we're going to go to Add Question. One more question. Let's see what we have. We've done short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, and drop down. Now we're going to go to File Upload. And it says let respondents upload files to Drive. So the files will be uploaded to the form on the person's Google Drive. Make sure they'll have to sign in to Google when they upload a file. Make sure you share this form with people you trust. So we'll click Continue. Let's see. I'm going to say please upload your favorite image here. And let's click plus sign and we'll add one more question. Okay. Now we're going on to linear scale. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate this form? 1 is the worst, and 5 is the best. Let's make this required also. And then we're going to click Add Another Question. Let's see the other ones. Multiple choice grid. Okay. Okay, on to the next question. We're going to hit the plus sign again, and let's scroll down and see our choices. All right, we've done all of these up top, so now let's go to the multiple choice grid. And we're going to say the question, what is your favorite food to eat? Okay, so we're going to click the plus sign again, and we are going to do a multiple choice grid. Okay, so we're going to say, how many times a month do you eat or drink these food items? Let's make row 1 pizza. Row 2 will be soda. Row 3 will be salad. French fries. Blueberries. Let's make column time. 1. Once. Well, let's make it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, oops, 3 times, 4 times, other. Let's say what requires a response in each row. Let's click the plus sign and we can see what that looks like. All right, that's a pretty cool checkbox in a grid form. Okay, I think we have one more to choose here. Grid, checkbox grid. And let's see what this looks like. Let's say, how many steps do you walk in a day? Oh, let's see. What is your exercise? What's your walking like every day? Well, let's see. Let's say how much exercise do you get every day? Let's say steps. We'll put walking miles per day. Now these aren't the greatest questions, right? Let's put sit-ups per day. Push-ups per day. Oops. Push-ups per day. Let's Okay, so row 4 we'll put jumping jacks. And let's see. Jumping jacks, I can't, jumping rope. Column 1. Let's make this a little more simple. 2 times per day, 3 times per day, and let's put other as the last column. We'll make this required also. Now let's go to one more, add a question. Now this looks cool. You can see the difference between the checkbox and the grid here. We're going to add one more question. And let's see what else we have. We can choose date. What is the best time for you schedule an appointment? And they'll get to choose their date. That's perfect. Oh, I should make that, what's the best day for your appointment? And then we're going to hit add another question. In the drop down menu over here, we're going to choose time. Is the best time for your appointment? And we'll make that required. And let's make this other one up here required as well. Okay, now we're going to do one more question here. And we're just doing this so we can delete it. We need to delete this question. Oh, I can't even spell. And then right here, I'm going to show you how to do something else here. And that's going to be a multiple choice. We're going to make it yes. And look at suggested yes or no. Beautiful. Let's make it required. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to show you another trick you can do. We need to delete this question, yes or no. So let's click this little icon on the bottom, almost center right of the question. When you click on it, it will say duplicate. So that's going to make the question again. So you have the option to change this answer or change this topic. Beautiful. And we can add an image here. We're going to browse the files. And I'm just going to pick a random image here. And we'll see what this looks like. Oh, an error occurred. So let's browse again and see what else we can pick. I'm just going to pick this random Facebook image here. So you can see what that looks like. And let's go ahead and duplicate this one again. So it duplicates the image. Now let's say you want to get rid of this. You're going to simply click the trash can, and that's going to delete the entire form section that you just created. Now let's play with a little bit more of the stuff on the right hand side. You can also import questions, which I'm not going to do. You can add a title and description. So we're going to click on that. Let's make a title. And there's no question there. That just would highlight the next section of the form. You can also add a video in. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to search my personal YouTube channel. And, oh, here we go. Let's pick how to delete themes from WordPress and select that. Here's a video. Check out to see how to delete a theme from your WordPress site. All right, now another thing is, I want to show you something else you can do here. I actually want this video question at the bottom of the page. So in the center of each form section, there are 6 gray dots you can grab with the mouse, and you can move the form down below the other questions. It's easy to move the questions around if you don't like the order. Okay, so let's click on this bottom section here, and then you can click over on the right hand side on that menu. You can click add a section. Excellent. And say this is we don't need this section, but we're going to pretend we do. Now we can also customize themes here. So we have purple, you can make it red, pink. You can see all of these different things you can choose. Blue, gray. Let's make the background color white. You can choose your font style. Super simple to change. And we can go up here to the settings on the right hand side. You can collect email addresses. You can get one response. People can edit after they submit. You can see the summary with charts and text. You can also change the maximum file size for uploads. You can do presentations. You can show progress bar, shuffle question order, or show link to submit another response. You can also create quizzes. All right, and one other thing I want to make sure you do before you have this form sent to someone else is you want to title your form on the left-hand side. And if you click this, it's actually going to populate from the first thing that is typed in your form, which mine says Dina's form. Okay, so I'm actually going to send this to myself. DinaColada@gmail.com. I'm going to include, let's see, I'm just going to click send. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you get it as a respondent. And it actually sends pretty quickly. I just sent one of these out to a client. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee while this loads. Wow, my Gmail is really slow right now. Let's try to refresh that page again. All right. Here we have a form sent from me. So you can just click fill out the form, and we're going to see how this looks on the respondent's end. What's my favorite color? I'm going to pick blue. What's my favorite fruit to eat? Blueberries. Describe my room in detail. It was pink. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of that. What's my favorite kind of animal? I will pick a platypus. How many years have you lived here? I haven't lived here 4 years. I have lived here 10 years. I'm going to put a picture of my favorite image here. It's not going to be my favorite, but it's a picture, just so you can see how it looks. You'll select your image and click upload. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 5, how would I rate this form? I'm going to say it's the best. How many times a month do I drink these food items? I'm going to say pizza 2 times a month, soda 4 times a month, salad, other, French fries 3 times a month, blueberries almost every day. Walking miles per day. We'll say 3 times a day. Sit-ups, I do 5 times a day. Push-ups, 1 time. Jumping jacks, 5 times. Jumping rope, never. Oh, and look here, I forgot to even put a question on this section. And here's what the calendar looks like. Let's say we're going to schedule our appointment for that day. We need to delete this question. I'm going to click yes in the checkbox. Change the topic. You can click no. The title. Okay, so now we're going to go here and we can click on the video and watch the video directly in the form.
Hey, it's Dina Colada here.
Awesome,
And today
that works great. Let's pick what's the best time for your appointment. 10 o'clock a.m. on that day I chose. And these are, we're just going to clear that section because we don't really need that. Then we're going to click next. We'll go ahead and check that box so it lets us get through the form. All right, cool. So now we're going to actually go back to the form. So, oh, look here. This has changed and we actually have a response now. Let's see what that looks like. What's your favorite color? Nice. 100% of the people picked blue. What's your favorite fruit? Blueberries. Favorite kind of animal? It shows you a chart here. This is really detailed. So if you have more than one respondent, this is going to look a lot different. How many times a month? Now what I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to submit another response just so we can see what this looks like. And you can see how cool it is. See what the chart looks like in different ways. We're going to upload a file real quick. Click upload. I'm going to rate this form a 2. And I'm going to just randomly pick these check boxes here so I can just hustle through it. We'll go ahead and click that box. Pick a random day on the calendar. Yes, we need to delete the question. Change this topic. We'll say yes. Those are my random things that I chose. We'll make it 12 o'clock. I should have deleted those questions and click next. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and submit that form. And then we're going to go back to the Google Forms. Oh, nice. And look, there are 2 responses already, me and me. So we can see how many respondents picked green, blue, red, purple. There are 2 responses, apples and blueberries. Someone had a pink room and a blue room. Now just imagine the power that you can have if you have more than 2 respondents. These charts are going to give you a lot of information. You could do this as a quiz. And I'm very excited for you to know the basic details of how to create a Google form and what it looks like after your respondents have filled out the questions. And if this has been helpful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave in the comments below what kind of video you'd like to see me do next.